Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading this is for the week of April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day and first day of the retrograde, am I right? But you have this Fates card and this Loyal Heart card, so let's see. I'm not sure if this is you or you're like someone that's going to be loyal to you. Could be both. Yeah, I feel like there is someone who's attracted to you here, Pisces. Could be a fire sign. You've been getting fire with me like crazy, so like I say, take it how it resonates. It could just be saying that there's a person who's going to be, have a lot of desire for you here, Pisces. So, if you're looking for love, it could be a very desireful connection, whatever you want to call it. What I would say is that you have 555 right here. So, and you have another 5 right here. So 5 could be a very important number for you here, Pisces. I kind of feel that, with 5 that you need to communicate more. I feel like there's something about communication here. We'll look into it. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with the whole communication thing. Sure, we'll take it. That kind of popped out. I'll actually put it with the card that it popped out with. But, again, I think that there needs to be some sort of communication. In, Christopher Witecki's astrology step system, the number 5 is Gemini. So, and can represent communication. You also have Jupiter going into Gemini as well, which will be happening in June, and that's going to be your 4th house. So there could be some 4th house things that are going on, and the 4th house is home and family. So there could be expansion in the home. You could be expanding your home, moving. There could be things going on with your family, and it's like this is fated, is what I would say here. I also do feel that there could be someone who is very loyal to you that will be coming in for you if you're looking for love. This looks pretty good for love, and I'm pretty sure your April reading was basically a love reading, and it is what it is. Someone, I got plenty of comments, people saying you don't do love readings. I'm like, yes, but when there are 900 love cards on the table, I also don't try to make something up just to keep you happy. So, sorry, but, don't shoot the messenger, number 1. But again, number 2, it could just be a time of love for you, Pisces. How cute is that? So if you're looking for a connection, then this could be like a fated connection coming in for you. I do feel like it is someone very loyal. And again, I feel like you've had issues with loyalty in the past, especially having 3 5s like this here. 5 of Wands could be competition. You have the 5 of Pentacles, someone leaving you out in the cold. You have the 3 of Pentacles. I don't read the 3s or 3 of Pentacles as a third party. I know some people do, but 3 of Pentacles, could say, really what I'm getting from this is that you've never really felt like you were on a team, I feel like you've never, and you even have the 8 of Pentacles wanting to pop out there, and with the 8 of Cups is showing up in the good stuff, but, this could say that you're walking away from anything where you feel like you're not working on a team. You have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is about going on some sort of venture, being fearless. We are in a time where you have to be fearless. You have to kind of get a move on. I'm going to be putting this video out on March 26th. So if you're watching this video in March, I would definitely recommend that you take some sort of move. Like if there's something that you've been thinking about doing, what is the smallest, tiniest little thing you can do right now? Again, as a tarot reader, I don't think tarot readers should tell people what to do, and again, it's loose guidance at best. I think people should take tarot with a grain of salt, right? This is like the cherry on top of your life. It's just a little bit extra, a little bit of guidance, right? But what I would say is, before the retrograde starts, if you can just take one step, then you are kind of towards a goal, something you want to accomplish, then, it would be perfectly fine for you to work on it during the retrograde. So, there are some astrology hacks that exist, and I don't care that we're in Mercury shadow or anything like that. We're not in the retrograde. So, again, the astrology is not that serious. But what I would say is if you have any big goals, wishes, or dreams, like I feel like if you could just take a tiny little step to bring it down to earth, whatever that means, maybe just write about whatever you want to create or whatever goal you want to accomplish, I think this would be very good. You have the 5 of Wands. Again, I feel like you've dealt with like disappointment, sadness, being left out in the cold in the past, but it's like you've healed now. You have that 3 of Swords here. 3 of Swords can also represent forgiveness. I always say that, you don't have to forgive a person directly with a 3 of Swords. You can just forgive them in your heart. You have the Queen of Wands. Again, I really do feel there's like a lot of desire here, like someone really desires you. I feel like you'll desire them as well, just based off the reading. And, I feel like it's like a very loyal person as well. So, if you're looking for love, I feel this is like true loyalty. It makes kind of makes sense to me because, I think Pisces has had issues with this just over the years in general. And it's like now you're attracting something much better. Again, another card of being bold, assertive, like really going for something. We even go up to the Five of Pentacles. These fives here, I really feel are kind of like Pisces' old story, which is that you would do things and they wouldn't work out, or you would try something and nothing would happen, or, like you try to work towards a goal, or you try to start that business or try to get into that relationship and there's like no progress. And so I really feel it's time for Pisces to like leave the old story behind and, step into this new story. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands, very passionate connection, passionate new beginning in general. Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. You even have the Ten of Cups here as well. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, but really, could be you starting a family with a person. I'm not saying you're going to do that right now, but, definitely could be in the future. With the Five of Wands, you have the Devil. So, like I said, you could have been dealing with a toxic, energy vampire type of person here. I feel like I've said this to you before, Pisces, but I kind of feel like you were dealing with a person who, it's like, I see this as a person where it's like they have, they compartmentalize their life. It's like, I feel like they have, one reality with you, and then they have other realities with the 10 other people that they're dating. So it's like they have a person that they go to Buffalo Wild Wings with. They have a person they sleep with. They have a person they have a family with. They have another person that they just text with. Like, I really see this, kind of in my head as a lot of competition. And again, I get this intuitively, that you could have been dealing with a person who, has a lot of secrets. Some of you might already know these secrets. You might already know what happened behind the scenes or whatever, but, just something to think about. Yes, with the Queen of Wands, you have the Hierophant. I'm telling you right now, I think like angel and the devil. I kind of feel like there is someone who is an angel coming into your life. Someone, the Hierophant isn't really an angel, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it in my head, is that for some of you, it's kind of like you are attracting someone where it's like you're on the same path. I like the Hierophant. These two people right here are being, initiated into something, and it's like you're attracting someone where you're on the same path as that person, or you're at least on parallel paths or something with that person. And so again, I feel like this could be really good. I also feel this could be a blessing coming in for you, but there's definitely like a fated connection coming in for you with that Fates card and the Loyal Heart card. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Grasshopper card, says take a leap of faith. I literally, knew something. I didn't even see this. And, again, I knew something like this was going to come up. I'm like, if I were you, and I am a Pisces, I would do something, even if it's really, really tiny, like I said, just to solidify something before the retrograde, because you can work on it now through the retrograde and it will work and there won't be any issues. So I said this, in your April readings as well, and I'm saying it here again because I think it's really important, especially today's the eclipse, and so, it's kind of like a tricky time because you have from like the 26th until, the 31st, basically, to, try to bring something, a goal, wish, or dream down to earth. That doesn't mean you have to complete the whole thing. Like I said, it could be a tiny little piece. But the Grasshopper is very lucky. You have this Frog Spirit. It says clear out the clutter. Yeah, definitely a good time to do this, to clear everything out. I think it will clear up, clear out the energy and all this other stuff. It's like I threw everything out in my house. I hired a junk hauler, got rid of everything because I'm going to be moving this summer. And, it's kind of funny because a bunch of things happened like after I cleared out the clutter, right? So I definitely feel it's a good time for Pisces to clear out the clutter. You have the Five of Pentacles. Kind of interesting. I kind of feel you could be attracting a person where it's like both of you have been left out in the cold. And so you're attracting a person who's maybe going through healing or is healed. You end with that Three of Swords. And you might think that's a bad thing, but again, it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So I kind of feel that you're attracting a person who's healed, but you're definitely attracting a person who has maybe been through something similar to you. Or sometimes when this comes up, I feel like the person I'm reading for, you, could almost be attracting like a gift, meaning, maybe this person or maybe you were like a gift for another person and they screwed up, and it's like two people who are, gifts for each other are showing up. So if that makes sense. So it could be really, really good. I also feel that you need to not call attention to your weaknesses. I kind of get, before we move on, I kind of get a little bit of an energy of overcomplicating your finances here, Pisces. I feel like your finances are going to be improving, especially starting on the 26th. Your finances can't improve until tomorrow, literally. So the 26th. So, I actually see your finances improving And again, this Mercury retrograde's in your second house in Aries, which could be a good thing. Again, Mercury retrogrades they don't really hurt us necessarily. We could find mistakes and things like that, but we could also find answers on how to improve your finances. What I was going to say about is that some of my best months financially ever have been Mercury retrograde months. So, take advantage of it. Look at your finances. See where you're, spending money you don't need to. See where you're wasting money. But also, you could get answers where you could like double your money or whatever. So do your research on the work that you're doing. If you work or have a job or have a business, there might be things you can do to greatly increase your efficiency, or there might be things you can double down on that will bring more value into your life. And with Mercury retrograde, you have to do the research. Take any word, put an RE in front of it, and that's what you should be doing with Mercury retrogrades. You have the Five of Cups here. This is a card of regrets. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a person who has regrets, but I don't know. I feel like you're focused on the new. The Five of Cups also says that once you let something go that you no longer enjoy, you get this bridge and this castle over here. So the Five of Cups is about being grateful for what you do have, and then when you do that, you get the security. And so I'm pretty sure you've been getting the Five of Cups with me for the past few weeks, if I'm not mistaken. It's like I almost feel like you could be afraid to let something go, but I do feel this could be financial. It's like whatever you're working on, but I feel like there's something else that's going to be much more successful. We'll see. You have the Ten of Cups. Definitely a solid love reading if you want it. Like I said, could be meeting a person that you'll have a family with. Could be a fire sign, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini stands out to me. Could be any sign. This is a general reading, so take it how it resonates, but definitely good. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty as well. I kind of do feel that some of you maybe are have been trying to improve your situation. It's like not improving, and then all of a sudden it is going to improve. So I don't really feel anything unexpected for you here, Pisces, but I kind of do feel that for some of you, there could be an unexpected turn of events, meaning, all of a sudden you pull out of a negative situation or something with that Ten of Cups. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands right here. You're going to marry this person right here. Send me an invitation, Pisces. But definitely a lot of desire. I like the King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Wands together. If you're looking for love, definitely could be if it's not a fire sign, it's a very fiery person, or you have fire in your chart, and maybe they have fire as well. Take it, like I said, take it how it resonates. I also feel if you're working on anything, again, being bold, being assertive with this energy. King, Queen of Wands, bold, assertive. Queen of Wands, she learns as she goes. The King of Wands is like very entrepreneurial. He's willing to kind of, like I said, look at things and see what he needs to fix, see what needs to be improved upon. And he's very determined as well. And I feel like you are going to feel this. I mean, you are going to feel this determined energy. We still have Mars in Pisces till whenever. With the Five of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice and confusion. I kind of feel like you were dealing with a confused person, and that made you confused. And it's like now you're not confused. So again, maybe it's not you that was confused. I feel like it was them that was causing confusion. So I'd be careful of that. Seven of Cups, again, that dream that exists above your head, he needs to bring that dream down to earth. He's looking at all the good things and bad things. There's good things and bad things in this cup, but he's not going to know how something's going to turn out until he does it. So, going this way to the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you have a big opportunity, and I would take that first step, like I said, before the retrograde, so you can be working on something that could be very successful for you. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Three of Wands, you have card of expansion. If you are moving or traveling, which a lot of you could be, or making changes in the home, that could be the thing that attracts love into your life with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is also a card that says, what are you waiting for? So definitely time for you to make a move on, whatever it is that you're working on. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Birds of a Feather card. Again, I literally feel if you're attracting a person that you're attracting a divine counterpart here. Someone like Birds of a Feather. It's like the two of you are meant to be together. You have this Body and Soul card as well. Yeah, it's a really good time for you to be working on your health. And, I've been quitting things left and right. Almost 2 years ago now, I quit drinking. And then... and then I've been quitting things since. More stuff, right? Not even bad stuff, but, just like random, bad habits and stuff like that. So, again, I'm just saying this because I'm also a Pisces, but I don't know if any of you have been quitting things. Let me know in the comments for sure. But, if you are, I think that there's a lot of benefits in Pisces doing that. I'm not saying you have to, quit drinking if you don't want to or something, but any bad habits or anything that you feel like is distracting you or slowing you down or any of that stuff, stuff or making you feel bad or whatever, I think it's an amazing time for Pisces to like work on themselves. Saturn in Pisces, still another like 2 years or so for Saturn to be in Pisces. And, even though it's Pisces first house, doesn't matter. To me, I think that first house can definitely have to do with, how you appear to the world. And obviously, if you're not healthy or if you're distracted or, if there are things in your life that are toxic, it's going to show. So I think that Saturn really kicks us in the butt and is like, okay, get rid of these things so you're not slow, right? You have this birds of a feather card. And also, by the way, I feel like Pisces has had a lot of lessons in regards to, people and who they surround themselves with and who you surround yourself with. So again, I feel like a lot of you have been learning like boundaries, and also like if a person surrounds themselves with a bunch of toxic people, I think our kind Pisces heart wants to be like, oh, they're still a good person. But I think Pisces has had to learn the hard way that sometimes, like if a person is surrounded by a bunch of toxic people, they probably are toxic. If they're surrounded by positive people, they're probably positive. Someone always leaves me some sort of crazy ass example in the comments of, their uncle who is a serial killer and he surrounded himself. I don't care, right? That is the exception to the rule. I'm broadcasting. Yes, I'm making a broad statement, so deal with it. But what I would say here is, for the most part, if people surround themselves with positive people, they're probably positive. I think you're surrounding yourself with better people. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, like a big opportunity. I do feel there could be a really solid opportunity, clearly, for love, if you're looking for love. But I also feel that Pisces is looking for something to work on permanently. I feel like Pisces has experienced a lot of jumping around for many years now. And it's like you're just looking for something secure, something that you can invest in and it grows, your time, effort, energy, even your money as well. It's like you're probably looking for things where if you give it something energy-wise, that you get something back. And, I feel like that's going to be a major theme for you between like now and 2033, somewhere around there. Probably forever, honestly. It's like we don't stop working with energy, right? We keep it going, but there's clearly a good opportunity. You have the Strength card. Definitely, this person could have Leo in their chart, or they could definitely be a Leo. So if you're looking for love, I am getting a lot of Leo energy here. Could be any sign, general reading. But regardless, I would say that this person has done a lot of work on themselves. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself as well. And that's probably why things are working. The other thing I think you need to pay attention to in relationships, Pisces, is like what happens to the rest of your life. Does your life improve or does it get worse? Do you start making more money? Do you start getting healthier, or do things go the other direction? And I think that Pisces has really learned to pay attention to that. And, that's kind of what this is saying. You have the Three of Pentacles. Definitely a person who wants to work on a team with you. Three of Pentacles is also a card of quality work. So if you're working on any projects or businesses, it looks to me like there's going to be, a lot of quality, especially if you're surrounding yourself with the right people. So love it. Let's see. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Swords. Yes, you have to kind of like take this Ace of Pentacle and plant it in the ground. Like I said, I think you have to take a step. Nine of Swords is never ending nightmare and things never changing. I would look at the story that's been repeating for you for the past like couple of years and say, how can I change this story? How can I mix up my day? How can I change my routine or do something different so I'm not on the hamster wheel? And that is a major part of your astrology anyway right now. So there you go. With the Strength card, you have the King of Swords. Yeah, someone who's got a lot of wisdom that you could be attracting. It could be a person that's older than you, or you could be the person that's older as well here. Doesn't really matter, but definitely could be, kind of like a person who is very wise. I would be careful of a past person here, Pisces, going this way, to that Nine of Swords. For some of you, I don't feel it for all of you, but, it is a Mercury retrograde, right? With the Three of Pentacles, you have the World, some sort of achievement coming in for you. Yeah, it's like, I think that you're holding yourself back from attention here as well, Pisces, with the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles over here with the World. The World can sometimes say that you need to stand out in the world. And again, I've said it many, many times in the past that it is time for Pisces to shine. It's time for you to show the world who you are. It's time for people to see Pisces, superpower, what Pisces is capable of. And so again, you can't hold back. I think that the problem for Pisces is that you're comparing yourself to other people. That also shows up in the astrology, that you could be saying, nobody's going to want to listen to me, or, no one's going to want me to be the manager. No one's going to want me to start this business or whatever. But really, I think you're going to be successful very quickly because the time is right for Pisces to, stand out and do something. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have the Child, and you also have this deep quiet. It says meditation and stillness. Yeah, it could be a great time to recharge your batteries, to, rest, relax, recover, meditate, all that other good stuff. The Child, I feel, is saying, that there could be a very curious energy awakening inside of you, and I would follow your curiosities, but also like a very inner child, playful energy, which I think is a great time to be more playful. You have the Three of Swords, Lovers, Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Swords, of course, is a card of forgiveness in the area of the good stuff. It can say that you're forgiving a past situation. This could also say that you're realizing that a situation is temporary, that something you've been dealing with, of course, will not last forever. You have the Lovers. The Lovers, of course, can represent love. And this whole entire reading talks about love, and, there clearly could be a faded connection coming in for you. If you don't want love, and even if you do, I do feel a lot of you are discovering something that you will be loyal to. Again, you have that loyal heart card. This could say that you're going through healing, Three of Swords, and now your heart is open, and you could be opening your heart to a new direction. Lovers was traditionally a card of the crossroads, and so you could be... And also with that Five of Cups as well, it's almost as if there's a new path that's opening up for you, and this could be something you work on, like a project, a business, a goal, something like that. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups, I feel, is like you walking away from things that no longer serve you, and also, if someone isn't putting in the work, I feel from now on, you're just going to walk away. And this does not have to just be love. This could be in work or business or your career or anywhere. If people aren't carrying their weight, I feel like you're just going to walk away and you're going to put up the boundary. Eight of Pentacles is also mastering a craft. So again, I feel like you're about to receive recognition here for the work that you do, or in work that you do, is kind of what's popping into my head. Let's see. With the Three of Swords, you have the King of Cups. Yes, you almost have all four kings. So again, I feel, you could be attracting your emperor, your empress, or whatever. The King of Cups also is very much in control of his emotions, and it would tell me that you've kind of like healed your emotions. With the Lovers, you have the Magician. I feel like you feel this already. I mean, you're a Pisces, so you probably already feel that there's a connection coming in for you here. He's pointing right here. I always take the card, the Magician's point. Are you kidding? You can't make that up, Pisces. You're finally opening up to love. Like, you cannot make that up, right? Come on. Look at that. So this is the beautiful uncaging card. So again, clearly someone has the key to your heart to look, and someone is opening your heart here as well. You cannot make that stuff up, Pisces. Look at that. There you go. So definitely a strong connection that you are attracting. Again, I feel like you feel it as well. So that'll never happen again. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, you have the Chariot. Yeah, definitely a victory. You need to take control of your life. I feel like whatever you're doing, like whatever you're moving away from, is going to lead to so much success. I mean, he is leaving the city behind him and he is charging in a new direction. He's in alignment, as above, so below. He's got these stars here, moons here, and the two sphinxes represent the universe. So it's like, once you make a decision, once you plant that seed, which is what I would encourage you to do this week, is plant a seed in a new direction. I feel like it's going to be like off to the races. And we're not talking about love there. We're talking about like work, business, a goal, even if you're retired, like whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you want to do in your life. You could be planting a seed there. You have this fly. It says a period of ill health and depression. I feel like this is saying stay healthy. We already talked about it. I actually feel if you stay healthy, your health will be better than ever. You have this tortoise. It says slowly but surely getting ahead. I feel like you've been feeling like a tortoise. I always say that my spirit animal is a snail. And so, my brother even complains all the time because it takes me like a half an hour to get out of the house. I can never find my keys or my phone, which is right here, but normally I can't find it. So I feel like it's kind of like you're not going to be so slow anymore. I feel like you have been, but not anymore. You have this broken bridge. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I do feel like some of you are dealing with people who have burnt bridges with you, and just kind of like it is what it is. And you could be putting up boundaries. Again, they're based off the astrology. I would say that this week especially, but also into a little bit into April, there's a lot of stuff for you about like putting up boundaries, sticking up for yourself, all that other good stuff. You have the stork. It says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. You have that child. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. If you are, go for it. But, what I would also say is that I feel like a lot of you are clearly birthing something new. The whole entire reading says plant a seed and it will grow. You have this hills card. It says obstacles to overcome, but they're hills. They're not mountains, Pisces. So don't, be afraid of those obstacles. I also really feel that Pisces, it's like you're special. If your mom has never told you that, I'll tell you that. You are special, Pisces. And I feel like you need to realize that no one does things like a Pisces. So, if you feel like there's competition or whatever for whatever you're trying to do, there isn't. No one does things like you. You have this finger card that says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Don't ignore problems is what I feel like this is saying. Like if there's something you need to take care of it. And that's what I get there. But really good reading, Pisces. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.